Okay, so today I'm gonna open up this guy here. Who is it? It's the scary, terrifying FANGOR. So here he is in his cover. Oh my gosh. Very scary. Very, very scary. So he opens up just regular nice cardboard box. We have our, oh, look at him. He's jumping out of the swamp, going to get this guy. That's Hero. Is that Hero? Maybe I'm wrong. Nah, I might be really wrong. I think it's Hero because of that thing. I know he has this thing that opens up, and he looks pretty heroic. Oh my gosh, who's that? Who's that sneaky little snake down there? This looks like a Pokeball. And then I really like the figures that come from Mattel Creations that have this little guy here, the slip off bubble. We have his comic book. Oh, you know how I feel about reading, but let's look at the pictures anyway. Okay, so there he is. So he's like, what's happening? Oh, he's doing a whip. So he's like making them do work. Slave drivering. Sounds familiar, like a certain insurance company I know of. And then we have, oh, that guy turned into a snake right there. Castle Grayskull, Anti-Eternia He-Man. Who's that? He's telling everybody to wake up. But I want to go back to sleep. There's some, oh my gosh, Clockwork Orange. Hold your eyes open and watch this. That's what I need to start doing to people so I can get my views up on my channel. Just get this mechanism and just make people watch my videos. I think that would be a good idea and a nice way to treat people. So more of these pictures. Wow, look at that guy. He looks like he's from outer space. And oh my gosh, look at all this. Maybe someday I'll read these comics. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so here we have our FANGOR. He's got his little teeth on there. Got his big teeth there. And some weapons. So let's get this out of the box. Here's the ASMR, and this one's nice because he doesn't have those like bands that you got to cut, so that was pretty cool. We got this guy here. This looks like a wrench. Maybe if I read the comic book, I would know like what the wrench is all about. And then you can put him back in that when you're done. If you want to have him back in his box. Or you can put him on the shelf with your other monsters. I got a Snake Mountain. I tried to make a video of like unboxing and assembling Snake Mountain, but it's so enormous it was hard to get the camera set up right. So I just opened it and put it together, and I put it up on my shelf. And okay, so these, oh, are they interchangeable or do they go over? Okay, so I think this one comes off. Sorry, Grandpa, I'm gonna take off your dentures. My teeth. Oh my gosh, how do I get this? I have to use my fingernail. I hope my fingernails aren't super dirty. I was selling stuff on eBay, and I was talking to my friend, and he told me that he sells baseball cards or football or every single trading card that you can imagine, and he sells those. Look at that little thing in there. And he told me that he was looking at a listing on eBay, and someone had dirty fingernails in their photo, and so I always think about that. And then it reminds me of that song by I don't know who it's by, but is it the Shirelles? Jeez, I don't know. It's an old song, but there's a line where they're like, dirty fingernails, oh boy, what a prize. Anyway, so I always think about that. Anytime I hear or see dirty fingernails, I think about that song. Okay, so here is this figure. He's got giant fangs, hence the name FANGOR. And let's see what else. He's got beautiful gold painted details on his knee and on that belt buckle there around the cuffs. And he's got, here, I'm going to take these teeth out because they're so cumbersome. Is that the right word? They're just enormous. He's got a cool wrench so he can do some mechanical work. You know. It probably says something about him. Fearsome Fanged Snake Scientist. Okay, so, scientists have to use wrenches. Got to tighten up bolts and stuff. Oh, and there's some snakes, and then a nice little gold trim right around there. Just subtle details. Snakes. The belt is attached. I don't think you can take the belt off. Let me just put this other weapon in his hand. There we go. That's a pretty crazy sword. I would not like to get stabbed or mangled or cut by this. It's a plastic with a bit of a sparkliness baked into it, silver, really nice. Okay, so let's take them apart and see what's up with them. I'm still really scared to take people's heads off. Okay, so the arms come off. He probably separates at the waist just like everybody. And then and his head comes off so nicely, and his hands come off. Come on, there we go. That one came off. There we go. And then he does come apart at what we call the boot cut in the industry. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. That just pops right off. Okay, so and it's so nice because it has an R to signify that this is for his right leg and not for his left leg. So that's really nice. It's nice that they do that, because otherwise I'd be confused. I'm like, I don't know which toe. I mean, the toes are the same, so but you would have a weird stance if those legs were swapped. Yeah, the belt is part of the waist, so it does not come off, but the armor, I'm not gonna do it because I just don't feel like it. Well, you know what, you peer pressured me into it. I'll do it. I wasn't gonna take off the armor because I didn't feel like it, but now I kind of feel like it. Mostly because I told myself after I make this video, I'm going to go on the treadmill, and I'm just being lazy. So I'm not going to go on the treadmill. Maybe I will. I think I probably will. What time is it? Yeah, I have time. I'll do it. So this is his armor. It has these little straps that, I guess just like hook or clip into these little squares there. I don't know if I can do this. I remembered to make sure that I don't, just be careful. It is getting into the cold time of the year, so maybe it's just because it's cold that it's not letting me get that other one pushed through. So I'm not actually gonna mess with it. I was incorrect. I was wrong. I'm not gonna be able to take it off. That's okay. I think you get the idea. This one that comes off, and then it shows. Oh, but don't you want to see what kind of body he has underneath? I wonder if they have. Maybe just the regular. Yeah, it just looks like the regular. It's not like the hairy chest of like who's that guy, Zodak, and the Stratus figures. So there we go with this guy. And then I think I'm gonna do. I do have Lady Slither. She is on the back of this card art. Oh my gosh, there we go. So she is on the back of this card box. So I will make sure to open her next / soon. And let's see, what do you think? Fangs in or fangs out? Let's put the fangs in because it's FANGOR. He's got to have his fangs because he's a Fearsome Fanged Snake Scientist. Now, I want to know, does that mean he is a snake scientist, meaning like he's a scientist who studies snakes, or he is himself a snake and also a scientist? Same thing with vegan leather. I saw something that I saw something stamped that said vegan leather, and it made me think, like, is vegan leather like somehow more advantageous than regular leather? Like, I thought cows were vegans anyway, so I'm not really sure. And then it made me think, like, no, the animal that it comes from is not a vegan. It's the process that they use, so it's just fake leather, and they call it vegan leather so that they can use the word leather so it sounds high-end, but it's really just plastic. And okay, so I would give this guy a 67 out of 10, and here's why. He's got a lot of gold. I like it. The fangs look scary. That's awesome. The sword's really cool. I mean, look at this thing. It's got a stab there. You could like put this on someone's head and just cut their head off, I guess. This is serrated right here. Stab, stab, stab. And then I bet it's so sharp. So, I mean, he could really do a lot of damage to somebody if he wanted to. And I hope he doesn't want to do any damage to me. So he gets a bunch of points for having gold and being really cool. And then he gets a bunch more points because the card is the one where you can put him back in his card and make it look like you never, ever, ever opened it or touched it or anything. Okay, so that is going to be the end of this video for today. But I hope you like it, and I hope you will push all the buttons and do all the annoying stuff that I should have said at the beginning of the video, which is share and like and comment and subscribe and give me all the attention that I need, because I'm just so sad and desperate for attention. Please leave comments telling me I'm pretty. Okay, thank you. Bye.